You have to convince Michelle to move back in with you so she can pay for it.
That is true. I did use her rent money to pay for the section of chain link I replaced, but it is pretty much time.
Pretty much.
I kicked my end alive.
Seems quite ambitious given that you haven't actually joined the game yet.
I can't! You don't exist!
Sounds like still a you problem. Insofar as I am, as usual, able to see you just fine.
Yeah, I really don't know why it does that. Nope, I fucked up that jump.
Trying to remember where the jump I need to take is.
Pretty sure it's off of this up here, which I fucked up the jump to get to again. There. Maybe if those bugs leave me the fuck alone, I can manage with the jump. Okay, got it. Yeah, great. I'm lagging out again. That's encouraging. Oh god. That's the void.
There's gonna come a point where, like, we have to, like, sooner or later, we have to just accept that we're not going to be able to finish this because your game refuses to cooperate.
I mean, that is likely true, yes.
The cortex. Keep making progress. Banzai!
Oh, right, this is the fake boss fight. Right. I was about to say, this isn't the right boss arena. No, it is. It's just...
No, it's the right boss arena.
It's not the right boss arena for the fight that we're ultimately here to do.
Well, no, it's the same boss arena. It's just, you know. Not in the correct configuration at the moment. Definitely the same arena. Oh, Mr. Ultimate Badass. Okay. It created more enemies. Every week we're closer to being back in Fire Emblem though, huh?
Oh, God. God damn it, lag. That is a death I did not deserve.
Shadow. Oh, he's so Maya. Alright, I killed hope. And self-esteem.
got you.
Where'd Shadow Trap go? Oh, right, there he is. Found him. Stop trying to put your shield back up. We just got rid of that.
You revived? Yes.
Yep. Oh, okay. Well, fell out of the map. Admittedly, that was pretty careless. It goes a lot smoother when there are 15 Shepherd Shadow Traps and each summon a handful of clones. Yeah, you know, it's weird. Weird how that works. Alright, out to deck 13 and a half. Which is definitely deck 13 and a half.
Okay, bullets, please. Can't afford. Oh, because I was at the wrong vending machine.
Okay. No time for this jackass. Yeah, but at least there's only one of them this time.
I wonder how this fight's gonna go with the dialogue skipper on.
Come, embrace your oblivion. I've already learned you can't kill me.
Finally! I knew I'd find you!
I summon you.
Oh!
Now is our time, my brother. Integrate with me. We shall splice ourselves with the H-Source, and together we shall burn a flaming path of glorious destruction across a universe that will tremble at the name Claptrap.
That does sound pretty cool!
We shall suck the air from Helios and destroy our enemies. Your false friends who mock you at every turn and plot your destruction. They all shall die. A simple high five will seal the deal.
All those guys die?
I promise, they all will die.
Every wungle sing of them.
But why not betray these assholes? They exhibit no kindness for you. They would sell you out in a millicycle.
Because they're my friends.
Then you
They really
die,
aren't, Claptrap.
regardless of what happens next. Shame. Vault Hunter, this time I'll tap into the power of the H-Source.
that's annoying.
I am trying to resurrect you, I swear. And now I'm dying.
Yeah, me too. Alright, I'm back up. Ah,
No,
damn
you
it.
aren't.
I was.
I know.
Unfortunately, I did the regrettable thing of trying to save you, and that got me killed.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it. Did it again.
Nope. For a second, I thought I had the one swarmer near me for a second wind, but
Oop,
I did
okay,
not.
I'm back up. I'm back down. I'm back up.
I'll be there as soon as I can respawn.
I'm back down. I'm
Oh,
dead.
God. No! No, don't you dare reset. Don't you dare reset, you asshole. Okay, only its shield reset. That's fixable. I got back in time to prevent a full reset. Downside, my game is frozen. I have no idea what my health is. How did I end up over here?
I don't know, ask your game. Oh my god, if I could stop getting missiled every time I get back on my feet, that would be lovely. Nope, I'm dead.
The only reason I am still alive is a very aggressive usage of the hail. I spoke too soon. Oh, that's probably how I ended up where I was. Was he probably jumped on me and I got yeeted into the sky. Ah! Oh god, I'm unconscious. So are you. I second winded on something. I'll
but-
save you? Question mark? Nope. No, I won't. I'm right on top of you, and it's
Okay,
telling
I'm
me
fine.
that
I'm fine.
Oh god,
Fine.
I fell off the
Eclipse-
map.
Eclipse is dead.
I fell off the map.
Well, I can't do anything about that. So.
Didn't know where I was, fell off map. Silver lining. Dying meant I could restock my grenades. Eat grenades! Oh, I should probably have the Lady Fist out while I'm grenading. Grenades!
Can't see. Can't see.
Okay, we're gonna kill the ad space.
Yep.
Which means it's shotgun time, bitches!
Silly Willow, it's always shotgun time. This is a Borderlands game. It's my will that makes this world go round, has the same energy as, like, my drill is the drill that creates the heavens. There we go, now I can hit him.
Got ya.
Kill the boy's phase.
Ow. Fuck you, Swarmer.
You okay? You're good?
I second winded, but I'm in that weird stage where my second wind isn't showing up on my screen. And I'm just stuck in fight for your life.
Nice thing about the flacker is I don't need to think about where the enemy is. I just need to like point in the direction of the red on the map and things just kind of die.
That's sort of my approach with my flare most of the time. Is pick a direction that has red dots and press my left mouse button.
And he's dead. Well, it's a lot easier when there's not 15 of them.
Yeah, gee, fancy that.
Oh wait, shotgun time. What do you think this is, Wonderlands or something?
Listen, even in Wonderlands, shotguns can be excellent.
Yeah, but generally they're not. Shotguns in Wonderland are kind of like assault rifles in 2 in the pre-sequel. Generally not worth using.
Bioheads, but the difference, Willow, is that picking a direction's optional for you, since your bullets always know where they need to be by knowing where they currently aren't. That's valid.
Oh hey, he dropped a thunder fire.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's worse than my existing one. By only electrocute chance. And nothing else.
In that case, I shall take and sell. Gotta make up death costs somewhere. Here's guys. Hey! Fire damage bomber Oz kit! That is otherwise the same as my corrosive one, so I am gonna swap to that. I'd prefer shock or cryo, but it didn't give me that. So, oh, you moved
It
on.
was better than corrosive.
Yeah, that's why I swapped, but just felt it was worth pointing out it's still not the element I would ideally prefer.
Well, no, but I just thought it was worth pointing out. It's still better than corrosive.
Eh.
Genuinely struggled to find a single shotgun in Wonderlands that genuinely didn't feel either completely undertuned or just outright completely unsatisfying. Yeah, they were all kind of terrible. Pistols in Wonderlands were horrifically broken, though.
So, I think Wonderlands Redux fixed a lot of the shotguns, but the thing I actually really like about shotguns in Wonderlands is that the TDR shotguns tend to fire out Hydras or Pixies, which count as additional summons, which makes some of the armors in game real busted. But if it helps fire, I always found shotguns fairly satisfying in Fallout 4. My dog is still outside.
Well, my main gun for quite a long time in Fallout 4 was an explosive combat shotgun that I had. And man, that shit shredded everything. It eventually got like sidelined by my Gauss rifle, but you know.
I've been playing Rogue Trader and shotguns at 0 range eat people across the room. That does sound delightful. I've been playing a lot of Skyrim in the last couple days because it's my
What
comfort.
are shotguns doing in Skyrim?
I'm just saying that I haven't had use for shotguns because I've been playing Skyrim a lot in the last couple
Maybe you
days.
should
'Cause
mod some shotguns into Skyrim.
I'm sure I could. Skyrim's kind of my comfort game, and I've needed it the last couple days. So, us being knocked on your ass forces you to use your turn to stand back up. Once I've got
And that's my
Skyrim
awesome
remodded
origin
out
story.
to the point that I'm happy, you guys, I'll probably start wow, words are not wordsing. I'll probably start streaming Skyrim over on my
You
channel
can look at
again.
it that way.
I'm adding in
I learned
some
something.
graphics overhaul
I learned that
mods, and
no
I'm
matter
adding
what this
in
brutally heartless and desperately meaningless universe
some
throws at
difficulty
us,
mods,
our spirits can never really be
plus a
broken
couple more
when we walk
companions.
hand in hand,
Um,
wrapped in the companionship of others. I guess what I'm saying
So,
is
so that
we're a team.
should be
and I love you
fun.
guys. See? A team!
No, seriously, shut up.
And I hate how Skyrim needs like 80 mods before it becomes fun. So as someone who sunk hundreds of hours into Skyrim on Xbox 360 where she couldn't mod it, I resent that because I love base game Skyrim. Now, these days to play
but
it...
what was the first thing you did as soon as you put it on PC?
Oh, modded the crap
Mod
out
the
of it.
fuck out. Yeah, exactly.
But...
Which
But I
is
am
the
just
proof
saying.
that it's not playable without mods. Otherwise,
When
you would have
you're
done
on
that
PC.
immediately.
And it's kind of my standard procedure that I don't mod a game till I've beaten it at least once.
Yeah, but nobody beats Skyrim.
Well, I beat all the major campaign arcs. I just didn't end all the faction storylines. I just didn't do every quest. And I think our father would resent the statement that no one completes Skyrim because...
He himself admitted the other day he still hasn't done Ebony Warrior.
well, yes, but...
Nobody completes Skyrim. Alright, what the hell else do we have to do here? Oh. Right. Veins of Helios, huh?
Yeah...
Yeah, but having a platinum is not completing Skyrim. Completing Skyrim is you've done literally every single thing and there's not a quest left for you to take anywhere. That isn't a Radiant quest.
I
to
mean,
be
there
clear.
are people who have done it, though, because there are Skyrim completionist mods that you can use that show you where the non-repeatable quests you're missing are. So I'm sure
But
there
then
are people
I would
who've-
also argue that like collecting literally every single item, you know, having having all the houses, having all the all the house Carls, having all the, you know, being a Jarl of all the places.
Thane, not Jarl.
Being a Jarl, installing the Be a Jarl mod, and being a Jarl everywhere.
That's not base game Skyrim completion. You are setting a very dangerous double standard here, sir.
Someone who spent the first 100 or so hours at a time playing Skyrim attempting to play as a destruction mage. I do agree it needs a bunch of mods to be fun. I mean, I would argue that destruction magic is among the strongest things in the base game once you get to very high level.
Yeah, lightning laser beam is fun.
That lightning laser beam of death, it just evaporates everything in a quarter of a second. Including to, but not limited to Alduin, which, you know, I discovered when I was told that it definitely 100% did not work on Alduin. Trust us, bro, we tried. Only to laser beam Alduin to death in 3 seconds.
It's not my fault our father had the volume down, so I wasn't hearing people shout about Dragonrend.
You also told me it didn't hurt the dragon.
Yes, because
And
when
that
he
there was
handed
no
it to
way
me,
to do anything to the dragon. And I was like, oh, okay, well, here, let me just set up a very stupid set of potions and contingency plans, and I'm just going to try to laser the dragon anyway. And, oh, he's dead.
in my opinion, Ordinator fixes a lot in Skyrim. It's my favorite perks overhaul. And then, of course, there's Apocalypse Magic, which is great. I will
Clearly,
say
Skyrim's magic system has nothing on Oblivion's.
that is what I was about to say. And I haven't found a mod, though admittedly I haven't looked because I haven't really played Skyrim since Oblivion Remastered came out and I discovered just how entertaining the magic system in Oblivion was. I haven't checked to see if there are mods that bring custom spellcrafting back in. So there may actually be a way to bring that back in with mods because mods fix everything. But
See, what I'll say is if you think that Oblivion's spell system is good, boy, you really need to check Morrowind's.
when they release Morrowind Remastered that makes the graphics not suck, I will do that.
It already exists. There's a fuck ton of graphics packs that do exactly that thing.
That's valid. Okay, let me... What is it? Fascinating. I have a mystery package that was somewhere in the grass.
Ooh. Well, Fire, Elder Scrolls 6 is just Sword Art Online. No magic system, everything is melee, and if you're just a fucking Jesus Coon God gamer, you get to wield 2 swords. But nobody else does, because fuck them.
Sorry, what are you talking about?
Oh yeah, I
Has
forgot.
there been
Willow's
some sort
never
of...
seen Sword Art Online.
No, I've seen Sword Art Online. I'm confused why you're saying Elder Scrolls 6 is just Sword Art.
Well,
Has there been some sort of
because
announcement I've missed?
Well, because the trend is that the magic systems have gotten worse in like every Elder Scrolls game, at least after Morrowind. So the logical conclusion to that is that in the next one, there's just not a magic system at all.
some of SAO Abridged. I haven't watched the whole thing.
See, I'm one of the few people that like unironically actually likes SAO, but I have also read the I've also
Light
read
novels.
Look, yeah, I've also read the light novels. And the light novels are a lot less weird about Sugu and Silica and Lisbeth and Sinon. And Alice to some extent. They are equally weird about Yu-Gi-Oh, though. In fact, they're arguably weirder about Yu-Gi-Oh.
Okay, I'm officially lost in this labyrinth of a place. Have I mentioned how much I fucking hate the Veins of Helios?
No, I don't think so. Could you elaborate?
Sure. The Veins of Helios can eat a fucking bag of dicks. And I hate everything about it.
It's because you suck, right?
You know how my week has been. Are you really trying to push my buttons today?
Yep. All day, every day.
Lots of little things, Lat, and then one big thing that makes me very upset. So the short version is that aside from work being the most for no reason, and the fact that summer camp starts next week, and that's always fucking miserable. And I actually have to teach at it this year, which would be fine.
All right, now I have to wait for Willow to get here so we can progress.
Oh, which is funny because I was there and I thought I did the thing because I pressed the button, but apparently it said I needed you to be there. Having to teach would be fine, except that the grade level I have to teach are the pre-K kindergartners. And, historically, I don't do well with children that cannot clearly articulate their needs. That's not my strong suit.
God damn it.
So, that's gonna suck.
I tried to shortcut it. That didn't work.
And then, Wednesday, while I was at work, I got a phone call from Inu and my mother, who was informing me that their dog, who I very much regard as my dog as well, was really struggling physically, that she and my father thought they might actually have to put her down, which they did end up doing literally yesterday. Which is just always tough to deal with. Um, and then I literally spent all day today mowing both in part Mercy's lawn and my own.
She didn't want to mow mine though. It was very sad.
You didn't ask.
You
And if
didn't
you'd
tell me
asked-
you were mowing other people's lawns today.
And if you'd asked, I would have said no. Because I hate lawn mowing. It's a necessary evil, so I do it. But...
Hey, door opened this time.
Oh, Lat, it's not that I can't work with littles. I've done it plenty over the years. I just don't like to.
She's incapable of working with littles. That's true.
They try my patience. The thing is, I actually love their age group, but in small doses, not 3-hour increments.
You should not love their age group. That is legally not a good idea.
I mean that they're fun to work with. I just
You should not have. Yeah, that is legally a very bad idea.
I just don't have the patience for the Miss Willow. I wet my pants because I didn't realize I needed to go to the bathroom, and now it's your problem. I really hate that, and that is like 75% of working with pre-K and kindergarten students. I don't really need to think of it as a positive thing. I just need to not kill a child and everything will be fine.
I don't know. I feel like killing children is probably legally okay. They don't count as people.
Because most of the team that I'm working with this summer, which is the reason why I have to take the littles, work with high schoolers instead of elementary school age kids, and the reason they don't want to take the littles is because they're relatively confident they would kill a child. So as long as I don't quite literally murder a child, I'm pretty sure I've still won. Oh, hey, vault
Are
symbol.
you like almost? Are you almost at the thing over there? Do I have to like?
I'm
do the
just
thing for
struggling
you?
to find it. That's all. Oh, it's up the. How do I? Oh, over here. No, I can take care of it.
It was, however, actually almost literally faster for me to do it myself. Oh, now we've got to.
Have I considered giving them all blindfold sticks, lining them up in pairs, and telling them there's a piñata? I saw saw you run through that way. How the... I hate this game. The door closed, so I have to go the long way to get back to you. Have I considered that? Yes. Is it viable without getting in trouble for encouraging student-on-student violence? Probably not.
I don't know. It's not like they can be charged.
Well, that's certainly true in the case on kid sexual assault. Which is an unfortunate thing, I know, is actually genuinely a thing.
Oh yeah, you guys encourage that, right?
No, but it seems every year we have at least one student, not sexually assault someone, but engage in some sort of sexual deviancy or sexual misconduct. At least this year it was a 6th grader instead of a 1st grader like it was last year. Working in schools is fun. Yeah, last year we had a 1st grade boy tell a 1st grade girl that he'd give her $5 if she picked up her shirt.
Yeah, but this year you had the kid that was following the example of the president, right?
Yes, we did have a student engage in the presidential act of pussy grabbing.
It's not even a valid question to ask him, like, where did you learn something like this? Well, the president... Oh, yeah, no, fair, actually.
What kind of kids do the teachers in your school is teaching, Willow? Could you rephrase that question in a logical manner?
Okay, here, let me try. What kind of kids do the teachers in your school is teaching?
So we're technically an inner city school, although we're a charter school rather than a public one. Although technically they're still funded in the same umbrella as the public schools where we are. It's weird and funky. But truthfully, this school's way better than the one I was at before I moved over to the school I'm at now. In that this school actually responds to that sort of stuff. The public schools are kind of famous for
kids will
just
be kids.
brushing it under the rug and calling it kids being kids, or just poor parenting on the part of the
it
parents.
is poor parenting, let's be honest.
But, I mean, yes, but that doesn't mean we should just hand wave it. That is unfortunately what happens a lot.
No, but it does, like, here's my thing, right? I don't think it's reasonable to punish the kids for that. So I think what we need to be doing is charging the parents, like with crimes. Because it's not, the kids aren't gonna know better unless the parents teach them, and if the parents really have no incentive to be better about it because they're not being punished when their kids act out from the example that they've set. So, like, really, we should be punishing the parents for it.
Oh, yeah. This was several years ago, but back in maybe 2018 or so, a coworker had a 12-year-old student they were counseling who was pregnant, and was pregnant before she had her first period because the information she'd been given through, I'm still not sure where, was that you can't get pregnant if you haven't had a period. So she was having unprotected sex at 12.
I mean, to be fair, that's information that is very commonly misspread. Like, spread, not just like. That's a super common misconception.
Oh, whoops. Ah!
Yeah, boy, this bit goes a lot faster when you don't have to wait for 15 copy jacks to like figure out which one is allowed to do the things, huh?
Yeah, Lat, I have all sorts of horror stories from working in the school systems.
Colonel Tungstina Zarpedin.
And you know that's not even talking about the time that I had one parent stab another parent at after school pickup. That was also lots of fun to deal with all the paperwork for.
Especially since it was somehow your fault.
It was not my fault. But I had to go to a lot of therapy to convince myself of that.
Well, hey, at least that therapy's paid for by your work, because it happened on company time.
That is correct.
Hey, Zarpedin, you want to get out of the damn mech already? Hurry the fuck up! Oh, her shield's gone.
Hold your fire. I'm not done with her yet.
Doesn't matter what happens today. Your fall is coming.
Yeah, cool. Where's the vault?
Hidden beneath a tangle of chemical filth. I've seen what lies inside it. You can't.
Wait. You've seen inside it? The vault's open?
You must turn back. The power within the vault would trigger a chain of events.
Ford. The vault's already open, huh? Cool. Now let's deal with that laser core.
And Zarpedon not dropping any legendaries. Oh yeah, the summer sale's going on. I think I saw Mahoyo was like $20. So there's that.
So pros and codes and poems and codes, which is its sort of follow-up
Goods and
game,
tight.
are both on sale. The combo pack for them's like $7, so I picked that up yesterday while I was buying Elle her birthday present.
Find the laser.
I did just face tank the laser, by the way.
I mean, it's possible. It's just not advisable.
Personally, I like the idea of a game named 13 Sandals better.
13. Oh man, 13 sandals. Let's go.
I'm gonna hang out down here because I know this is where we're gonna need to be for the next step. While the Sims 4 DLC is on sale for only £993. Oh my gosh! Wow.
Oh, yeah, the Sims got insane starting in The Sims 3, and The Sims 4 did not make it better.
No, I actually have a couple of the DLCs for Sims 4, but my brain is telling me I have Sims 4 through Epic, which doesn't sound correct, but
I'm gonna be honest, there's no point in getting Sims 3 or Sims 4 when Sims 2 is a complete package that you can do everything in and more.
really, you're gonna make me press you again? Right,
Yes,
because I
you
have to press it till it
until
turns. Yep.
Yeah. And then you have to press it again.
I have to press it again? Jesus! Stop that! Okay, I'll come over here to do the last one.
Oh, damn it, I pressed the last time. Go! Oh shit!
Oh fuck! I fell. God damn it. Angry button mash. It has 112 DLCs according to the list. Yeah, that sounds about right. But really, you only need the one that adds in witches, vampires, and fairies. That one's fun. I'm pretty sure that's the one I have.
And Portal and Portal 2 being on sale is not a surprise for a Steam sale. Yeah. Then again, everybody already owns Portal and Portal 2.
I don't.
Sure you do.
No, I don't.
No, you do.
I promise you I don't.
I promise you do. Quick, do your Shakespearean gesturing.
Overly emotive gesticulation.
It's so much better when he's not saying anything. Jack forgot to unmute himself on Discord.
He didn't learn the pandemic lessons of how to mute and unmute appropriately.
Step 1, never unmute.
Although, the other thing is he could just have forgotten he's on push to talk. Because anytime I turn on push to talk, I completely forget I'm on push to talk and then just talk and get frustrated that people are talking over me when I'm not actually talking in their minds.
Push to talk is an affront to fucking communication. Like, I get it from, like, big MMO lobbies or whatever, but, ugh, Gross.
I had to use it in the Guild Wars 2 days.
Yeah, like I said, big guild lobbies and stuff. Time to just rock parkour to where I need to go instead of doing any of this the correct way.
So, like, it's been here for a while. So why does Inu even have a sparkler?
Oh, that's my melee override. My melee override is that I fire lasers out of my wrists, but there's a glitch where you can just have it be active all the time. So I just have permanent wrist lasers that don't appear to be coming from my wrists, and also aren't visible anymore because we've map changed since then. So now it's just kind of an electric, like, ball in the distance.
And if you're talking about the little jolty bits of electricity in front of him, I'm pretty sure that's just his gun.
No, the jolty bits of electricity in front of me are my wrist lasers.
Oh, is that what they look like when I don't see the giant fuck you beams shooting out of your wrist?
Yeah. Has nothing to do with my gun. My gun fires a bunch of explosions. Boy, that section's a lot easier when there's not 20 times as many dudes, huh?
Yeah.
Basically, animation cancel them just before the game sets the flag,
Let
saying
the
turn
guy
off in
live.
X seconds. Which... Why?
Because I want him to. Inu. Inu.
Uh-huh.
Inu!
What?
Get your ass up here!
I am not going to fire my gun at this man.
I do not believe you. The second I am no longer in your viewfinder, you are killing him. I'm watching your screen on your stream on my second monitor. You're going
Yeah, but I am not going to fire my gun at this man.
No, you're going to lower your camera slightly and your wrist lasers will do it. Come this way, you asshole.
Actually, I literally cannot kill him. He has green health.
Good, get the fuck over here.
See? Can't kill him.
Inu.
Literally no ability to do so.
Inu. Inu. Inu?
And he's gone. He literally just blinks out of existence.
You're
As a
correct,
good
Bio. I
grenade.
really should have covered
Yeah.
my bases better.
I had many options.
Where the fuck is the wannabe bunker? I don't... There they are.
This guy.
Come back here so I can spam left click some more.
Get in range so I can shoot you with my shotgun. Damn it.
That would also be nice, although I suppose I don't need him in range to shoot him with my shotgun. I just need showdown off cooldown. Would you look at that? It is. Bonk, bonk. Darn, they don't reach that far, even in Showdown. Cheating cheaters! Get down here! Now you're in range for me shooting you while in Showdown with my shotgun. Ha ha ha! Eat shotgun!
Harry made many misplays in Zero, to be fair. Like,
I don't know what you're talking about, so I'm just gonna nod.
you know, Carrie. How do you not remember Carrie? You liked him better than his son.
Oh. And we're talking about that thing I try to block out of my mind as much as humanly possible.
Oh, we're talking about Kiritsugu Emiya.
Yeah, like I said, that thing I try to block out of my mind as much as humanly possible. Thank you,
I would
Bio,
like
for
Fate.
putting the word Lancer in chat, which told me what we were talking about.
You would like Fate Zero. 'Cause Fate Zero is just Kiritsugu and Ilya's mom doing like Fourth Grail War stuff with, you know, with Saber, and Saber is getting dunked on by everybody because her dream is stupid. Like, the writer in that war just outright tells her, yeah, you're not a real king because you're trying to remove yourself from fucking history.
Wasn't the writer in that war Alexander the Great?
Yeah, Iskander, yeah.
I do love that I've absorbed a certain amount of, like, the lore of the world from just listening to you, Adam, and Eric. Oh, sorry, you, Sarge, and Elle talking about, like, random bullshit. So I have, like, functional knowledge.
You would not have been a fan of the caster in that war, though.
No?
No. It was a kind of fucked up version of Gilderay. Which, hey, there's a question. How up to date are you on your French history?
Not great. Spanish history? Great. Took several Spanish history courses in college as part of my Spanish language minor. But French history, not great. I know French history as it pertains to American history.
So that war we had, obviously Saber was still Saber. We had Alexander as Ryder. We had a... How up to date are you on your Middle Eastern history?
I'm okay on Middle Eastern. Like,
are you
legends.
aware of the origin of the word assassin?
No.
So it came from Hassani Sabah, who was essentially the original, like, assassin back in like Middle Eastern times, right? He was the inspiration for like Altair and Assassin's Creed. But that was the assassin in Zero.
Now, I do know the anime for Fate Zero keeps getting recommended to both Mercy and I on Crunchyroll, and every time she's like, "We gotta watch it," I'm like, I don't think I'm allowed to. Is my
No,
response every
I-
time she tells me.
Honestly, I think Zero is probably safe at this point. Like I don't know that there's anything in Zero that's gonna be super duper bad spoilers for you at this point of the game. Oh no, that's right. Bio makes a point. Yeah, no, there is a bit of a problem.
Yeah, I was about to
Um,
say, you know, the person that that has told me in no uncertain terms that I'm not allowed to watch any of the animes is Bio. So
And then, oh god, I just got blown up by a bomb again.
yeah, what I have been told in no uncertain terms is I'm trying to get over to you is that I'm not allowed to watch any of the anime versions of the Fate series.
Rider, Assassin, Caster. Lancer is a guy named Diarmid. So I don't know how up to date you are on your Celtic.
That one
mythology.
I know.
Okay, so yeah, Diarmid is the Lancer in Zero. The Berserker. Berserker was a real problem for poor Saber. She had a personal connection with Berserker.
Oh, was it Lancelot?
It was in fact Lancelot, yes. And then I mean, I feel like I don't have to tell you who Archer was.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think I know who Archer was, although in my brain I associate him much more as another Saber than as, you know, an Archer, but
Well, look, just because somebody throws swords does not make them a saber. I mean, proper Archer went around wielding 2 swords, and he was an archer.
that's valid.
When did you see Archer ever even throw a sword at someone? Willow, why is this guy still alive?
Because I can only target him when he's looping back around, which he's not doing enough for. Yeah, also, I keep having to defend myself from Lost Legion assholes, and that takes time.
Well, I've been trying to deal with them, but... damn it.
I didn't make it over in time. I was running to try and get to you. Okay, where the hell are you, not Bunker? Like, you're shooting at me, but I don't see you. There. That's the other thing, is sometimes I think I'm shooting at it and I'm shooting at nothing.
That's literally not possible when Showdown is active. So, like, only use Showdown when you're shooting him, and you're good. It's like, I'm doing my best to clear out the rest of these assholes so you don't have to worry about them.
Where are you, not Bunker? There you are. Way the fuck over there.
It's like, he does not come close enough for my shotgun to get to him. So I'm just trying to do what I can to, you know, give you an easier time of dealing with him. You know, somehow this has taken longer than it took when there was 20 of them.
Well, yeah, because when there were 20 of them, my showdown shots ricocheted to the other ones. There we go.
Jesus Christ. You, Lost Legion, go to hell. Go to hell and die so that we can pick up stuff.
Bio points out you do also have a rocket launcher.
I do maintain though, like the thing that like drove you crazy about Stay Night, like the biggest thing, being Shiro being an insufferable dickhead. That's just the Fate route.
So-
UBW Shiro is pretty fucking cool,
So people keep telling me.
and I know I've told you this before. I am unendingly interested in what your take would be on Heaven's Feel.
Like, if we went back, and by if I mean when inevitably I believe into going back by chat, that is the route I'd probably be most likely to agree to play.
The problem is you can't really do, like, you can't do Heaven's Feel without UBW because you're going to be real confused.
You say as if I wasn't both confused and frustrated the entire way through the base route.
Plus, UBW is the get to hang out with Reen route. We all know you liked Reen.
Uh-oh. I'm on a fight for your life that's frozen because I second-winded, but I can't see jack shit. Those are always fun.
What was the Saber's Lighthouse thing in UBW? For some reason, I always thought that was in Fate. I know the 40 Darks thing. That was definitely Heaven's Feel. Which I understand that's gonna sound like nonsense, Willow, but the original fan translation was attempting to refer to a dirk.
Are you okay, or do you need me to come back and save you?
No, I am very much not okay.
Okay, I'm gonna try and make it back to you. I'm not sure I can, but it does look like there's a guy flying vaguely in your direction.
There's a guy over
to your
there,
right.
but nope, he didn't get hurt fast
I
enough.
tried. I really was trying.
And even my longer range option wouldn't have helped because the guy was like hiding behind the terrain. Yeah, the good old Darks. Yeah. It was supposed to say Dirk, and they mistranslated it, and they put an A there instead of an I, and therefore we're like, why? What do you mean he's throwing darks at people? That doesn't make any sense.
At least they didn't turn it into dikes. I don't think that's where I'm supposed to be going.
At least it wasn't somebody trying to order, like, wenches for their engineering club.
Winches, not wenches.
No. He was trying to... The purchase request was put in for wenches.
Well,
It was supposed to be winches.
well, that's because he's an idiot.
I appear to just be running... Oh, okay. Finally
sky?
decided that I was... Yeah. But finally decided I was descending, but I was just running in midair for a while there.
Yeah, I watched you do that on my screen, too. It was truly impressive.
It's at least less confusing than trying to figure out how he threw 40 angry dwarves at you. You went to the ranch! Dwarven vow number 7. Justice and love will always win. Isn't there supposed to be a guy in that on that turret?
Probably.
Well, whatever. It wasn't this time.
Oh, I apparently destroyed an Iridian crystal skull while I was firing blindly at things.
Oh, good job. Hello. Hello, specters. Go to hell. You're being chased.
Yeah, I know. I hit myself with my own quasar again, too, as I was being chased.
Good job.
I have a tendency of throwing them in front of me and then jumping, just hoping that that catches whatever was chasing me. But it does oftentimes mean I mildly electrocute myself, but...
Yeah, UBW does give more screen time to, like, side characters. Kind of, anyway. Wasn't UBW the route where, like, Sakura was missing for, like, the entire route? We just basically never saw Sakura. Or Taiga, for that matter. But we got to hang out with Reen a lot in UBW. That was always fun.
Ah! Fuck you, game! I was fine, and then I was in an abyss. You game.
But UBW is also the route you definitely want to make sure you're doing, Willow, because it's the one where Caster gets to do things.
Well, that would be nice. I did like Caster.
Yeah, and she does actually get to do stuff in UBW. Rude.
How are you having more issue running through smaller numbers of enemies? Ow.
Well, with less enemies to kill, my clones are offline more often. I would argue Sakura did not really get her own route flat. Sakura's route was shared with Ilya. On account of Ilya's route getting canceled. And what was left of it getting merged into Sakura's route.
I'm afraid I'm gonna need you to explain the joke behind Guitar Hero Syndrome to me, Bio, as someone who has never really played Guitar Hero.
So it's a game where you
I understand the
guitar.
concept of Guitar Hero.
It was shared with Ilya and 2 other people. I mean, yes, but...
time any of the Fate games are mentioned, even in an offhand manner, chat devolves into just talking about the Fate games.
Well, what you have to remember is that my channel is essentially built on it.
I don't know, isn't the most popular video on your channel by a mile technically Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Yeah, sort of, but it's also like 3 minutes long.
Ah! I'm unconscious.
Working on it.
I hate when I get knocked out of showdown by a death. That always sucks.
Alright, Sentinel's dead.
Okay, time to run around and try and get shotgun ammo. Can you just call all the loot to you?
All of the very real loot that was definitely present.
Hey, it got my shotgun ammo back, and that's what I care about at the moment.
Stay Night was like fully a thing that we started playing because of that, like, people die when they're killed meme. Like, I knew it was the game, I knew it was the source for that, and I was like, that could be funny, let's go do that. And then we spent, what, like a year and a half, 2 years on that, and then
I'm trying to get over to you, I
been,
promise.
like,
Why are you in the sky?
because I was flung. And I've then been, like, involved in the universe essentially every single day since. Because by the time we were finishing up Apollo Ataraxia, it was only like a handful of months until Grand Order dropped in the West. I know we started it in 2013. Like December of 2013. And then Grand Order dropped in like June or July of 2017. And we were playing, if I remember right, we were playing Berseria at the time. Because I seem to remember us chatting about how it was like coming out the following week when we were going through the one Berseria dungeon. And I know we were playing it when Camelot dropped, because I remember us like kicking the shit out of Lancelot with prejudice because of
God, I'm unconscious.
Lancelot being a dick to Bio. This is not good. We're both dead.
There's a guy all the way up there, but I couldn't get out from under the sentinel enough to be able to shoot at him.
on, Sentinel. Get your mask back. Oh god.
I need that pool to go away before I can come to you. Or it will kill me.
It's alright, I'll just kill the phase.
Oh, I landed in the pool anyway. Thanks, singularity effects.
Alright, I got you. I'll just kill the phase, save your life. It's all good. I am, after all, playing as a self-proclaimed hero of the story. Oh, the ZX1. Incidentally, if you're curious as to, like, I don't know if you know the story behind this or not. Do you know why I call it the ZX1 instead of the ZX1?
I assume because we're in Space Australia.
Well, yes, but no. What I believe, I've always believed that it's in some ways a reference to the ZX Spectrum, which was an old 8-bit computer in like the UK and abroad. Alright, well,
Big bastard, wasn't
grab the
it?
thing.
Nicely done. Keep an eye out for that creepy red one. I don't want to get interrupted. Wait.
Yeah, whatever, Jack.
What? That's it? That little thing. The hell did... Oh. Kind of weapon. Oh my God! I get it! I understand! I understand everything!
Blancher's ZX sounds cooler to say than ZX. I mean, that too, yeah.
Hey, handsome. I mean, to be fair, I call Zed Zed because he told me to call him Zed.
Well, I mean,
So-
at least for a period of time, if not still, it was just in his username to
Find me a doctor.
you know, like bracket it in his username.
Those bandit bastards off the face of Pandora. And then we're gonna wake the warrior.
The what?
It's gonna be so good. We're gonna scorch the freaking planet in fire. There's gonna be screaming. Bandits are gonna die left and right. I can't wait.
And that is when the hero who saved us on Helios died. That was when I left Handsome Jack's employ. You regret teaming up with Jack? Yes. Now do what you will.
That because that wasn't how his name was meant to be read. But then after I explained the exact Mega Man example I just gave you, decided to just have everyone clap him Zed. Call him Zed.
Now is not the time for biggery, Vault Hunters. War is coming, and
you know, until we
Yeah, we're just gonna drop that plot line entirely.
drop the plot line and morally assassinate the characters.
Mr. Tassiter's been replaced, sweet cheeks. Starting today, you're working for me.
John, is that you?
Call me Jack, honey. Handsome Jack.
Handsome Jack. At least Timothy got out of it okay. Yeah, Timothy did not get, you know, completely character assassinated. I mean, if anything, Borderlands 3 was really good for him because it confirmed he hadn't died in Overlook. Or not Overlook, fuck, what the hell is the name of the place?
Oh, my brain keeps going to operations, but the opportunity.
Yeah.
We got there. We slightly before Bio put it in chat.
Just slightly before the message came through on our end, yeah.
Because my brain going to operations got us the first few letters.
Well, I had the first letter from Overlook. Oh, Cryo Rosie. Okay, so here's a interesting question. Now what?
That is a great question that I don't have a great answer to. Oh,
Me neither. Yay.
so for the next couple of months, we could stream prepping our anime convention panels.
I mean, I do need a lot of like prep time and play testing on that just to make sure that it's all functional. I think I've established how I wanna structure it, at least, which is that I'm gonna do that thing I was talking about a while ago, where I'm gonna split it into like the categories. So I'll do like a 10 cycle, a 20 cycle, like 30 cycle, and probably like a 50 cycle, and like a 100 cycle as the like really high end, right? And just like pull some random, like use the anime spinner like mal thing that I found to generate like what goes into each category, and then just have like a huge pool of them, and then decide via like dice rolls what happens to go into the like con setup.
On Bio's note about Double Jeopardy, there is a website, Jeopardy Labs, that you could use to actually create like a Jeopardy board where you then have columns for.
Here's my goal with this, though. I want this to be completely participatable without any form of technology, or like on the audience part, without any form of technology or like third party tool.
Well, Jeopardy
like,
Lab.
That kind of drove me nuts at at a couple of the panels we were at last year, where it was like, all right, everybody go to this website. I was like, what if I don't want to?
So Jeopardy Labs doesn't require audience participation. It's basically just a Jeopardy board projection where you could put up like the.
Yeah, but I could do that just as easily in Google Sheets without needing to, or with Google Slides without needing to bring in an external party.
I mean, I suppose. I just find it more complicated to, although given your background in coding, I'm sure it's less of a problem for you, but the Jeopardy Labs board letting you click into the questions so that, you know, people can
Yeah,
call
you
out
can-
whatever column they want without having to do all the extra work of putting that in place myself would be my preference personally, but
So part of the testing that I have to do is to figure out like on average how many I can get in within like an hour period, right? Like what's reasonable, and then where is it the best place to do the delineation? Like how many tens do you do versus like how many 20s, 30s, 50s, 100s? You know, like that's something that I've got to do some testing on to. And then like you've got to introduce it, right? So like the first one, I think the very first one would be like literally here's a male anime description, right? Like, does anybody know? Like, can anybody identify that anime? Just, I haven't translated this at all. Then we'll do like a 1x, right? Just to get them the idea, right? Like, all right, so then I've translated it one time. Well, I guess twice technically, because once and then back into English.
yeah, I've got all sorts of ideas for how I want to do my actually. I might still build a Jeopardy Labs Jeopardy board for it, but what I think I would do is I would have is that I'd go through each level of difficulty of questions and then do a shiny question in between them. So I'd make people go through like all of the 100s, then all of the 200s, the 300s, the 400s, the 500s, and have a shiny question at the end of each. And then basically just see how far people could get.
The other thing is like as I'm actually preparing for what I would be using for the con, like I want to be careful to not use any of the stuff that I had like used for testing or that I'd like run through on on streams before, just so that like for the people that were helping with the testing that are inevitably going to be there, not having advanced like future foresight, insider knowledge type stuff,
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm struggling on mine is that like I want to break it down into categories. So things like video game RPG lore, like stereotypical things anime convention attendees would be interested in. So video game lore, shoujo lore, romance lore, isekai lore, maybe even go into some like classic harem animes. The problem is that when it comes to like the shonen animes, that's not really my genre. Like I could probably crank out a pretty specific actually Inuyasha question. But the only way I'm gonna get an accurate actually like One Piece question is if I ask Mercy to write one, and Mercy is going to be at my panel.
Yeah.
So there's like only so much I can do when I have to kind of research some of these things myself.
I mean, you've seen plenty of shonen over time.
Sure, but not any whose worlds I know well enough to write a detailed actually. I suppose I could go into like in Kenichi, which bosses like the Kenichi wiki is good enough that I could find what I would need to do a detailed actually, but I suppose I could also do like a TTRPG Dungeons and Dragons Pathfinder lore based category. And then I have to figure
That's
out
not anime.
Then I have to figure out what I'm doing for the shiny questions, because what I'm thinking I might do for like the magical girl column of shiny questions is putting together like putting together a board and saying like, these are like, name these 6 magical girls, or name the series that they came from.
Name these 6 magical girls. Okay. Betty, Carolyn, Justine,
Carrie.
Caroline.
And purple. I'm definitely putting actually in the magical girls column related to the original English promo for Sailor Moon. You know what?
Blue.
You know what I'm gonna end up having a problem with at the convention, though? I don't have a laptop that's easily connectable into projectors.
That's what I'm kind of like. That is a problem that I'm kind of struggling with a little bit here as well. So I mean, I do have a laptop, but the laptop, its battery is completely shot. I mean, it has HDMI out, which is nice, but the battery's completely shot, so I'd have to have it plugged in, and then I'd have to be carrying around the computer and the charger, and it just... So I'm wondering, like, I might be able to get away with, like, a USB-C out of my tablet to then use the tablet for projecting to the projector, maybe?
I mean, if that were the case, that's probably what I'd need to do, too, because my Surface doesn't have an HDMI out on it at all, and I need a new charger for it anyway because its current charger got eaten by a cat.
It was probably Jack's.
So I can't really use it right now. The teeth marks are way too small to have been Jack's.
Bio, I have it bookmarked, but I haven't gotten around to, like, transcribing it yet now.
But you know, it's gonna be interesting trying to write up all of the actuallys and deciding what actual format I want to use, because if I do just plan on putting them in an order, I could do that in like a Google Slides instead of a Jeopardy board, and that might make doing the shiny questions easier. I'm real on the fence about how I want to format it, and then within those categories, like what
I mean, for what you're doing, you almost have to make it like a game show of some kind, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm not so restricted that way. Like, I think I might just try to do it as like, I think I might just try to do it as like, put the stuff on screen, and, you know, give like, have, I don't know, like a satchel of candies of some sort, and just like yeet candy at people if they get stuff right.
Oh, I'm absolutely bringing in candy to yeet candy at people that participate in mine. I'm also probably going to use the button maker at work to do like buttons that just say actually for the participants, like actually ... But I want to see, like, since it seems like that's the direction we're going, is, you know, quietly working on our con panels, I'm going to grab one of my notebooks and start jotting down ideas.
I feel like they'd probably mind a bit more if you yeeted buttons at their hand instead of candy.
Well, no, the buttons would just go to participants at the end of each round. Like, I wouldn't be yeeting
You would be
those at
yeeting them
people.
at the participants, though.
No, that would hurt. Um. So I just found my notes
Uh-huh.
from my first
From?
playthrough of Knights of the Old Republic.
Oh, neat.
I love going through my old gaming notebooks. You never know what you're gonna find when you open a notebook in my office.
Well, I was going through some stuff in the drawers of my desk the other day, and you know what I found was a bunch of old Pathfinder character sheets.
First edition?
Yeah.
Kafelk?
Among them, yeah. Not the most recent one, but some of the earlier ones.
I was clearly planning a warlock
Actually, I
on the last page of this notebook, but I don't know why.
even have the folder to hand just because it happened to be close by. So the top one in here was a 6th level oracle that I had built out.
Was that the campaign L was running, maybe?
Not the original one with the snake god. No, I was a bard in that one.
No, but hadn't she been running a thing where we were killing a bunch of kobolds?
I feel like. Oh, okay. Now I know who was running this one because I've just turned.
Did you find
just turned to
immunity
the
to
notes.
dolphins?
Yeah, this was definitely a you campaign because when I go into my handwritten notes section here, I have plus Gregory, the white sentient living rock hamster that's surprisingly soft and surprisingly light too. And then listed below that is immune to dolphins. Yes. That was my immune to dolphins character. Yeah.
Why did I give you a sentient rock hamster?
A white sentient living rock hamster that was surprisingly soft and surprisingly light. Yeah. I don't remember why, but you did give me that. That was a thing that you gave me.
I must have been being antagonized by you guys to have gone, you know what, yes, you have that. That's a thing that exists.
Did I have that at level 1 or was that just at level 6? I got the level 1 like thing here as well.
I feel like you had immunity to dolphins.
I had immunity to dolphins
level.
at level 1, yes, but Gregory the sentient rock hamster was later, apparently. So
We
yeah,
must have
that's,
been
I've
playing
got the
Guild Wars 2 at the time.
I've got the level 1 and level 6 Pathfinder sheets for that. I do have sitting here a gnome. Oh, this was the one from L's campaign.
The Gnome Bard.
This is my level 1 character sheet from L's campaign, which I only know because I hadn't named the character yet. And when I look over at skills, I have craft basket, perform dance, and profession midwife. That was my basket weaving midwife bard.
Bio, don't ask questions I don't know the answer to.
Then I've
Yes, I
got-
invented Gregory. Probably. I'm not sure. A lot of things that I say when I DM are the direct result of players saying a dumb thing and me deciding to roll with it. So it very well could have been Inu or Sarge or L that actually created the hamster and me just going, you know what, fuck it, fine.
Oh, hey, here's the actual refined version of that character sheet from later. Yes. I found the real one. Let's see. Oh, hey, I have notes. Does any Willa, do you remember who Proud Stump was? Because apparently Proud Stump would know where to go.
This is Elle's campaign?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that was us having renamed a character. Because that doesn't sound like an actual name.
Okay, here's the second level character sheet from that. Maybe this will give me some more information on stuff. Had a wand of identify apparently. Some mention of rations being used. No mentions of a snake god yet though, so we hadn't gone completely off the rails just yet at that point.
To be fair, the one who kept the detailed notes vis-a-vis the snake god was me. So...
Oh, that was when I was still taking like really detailed notes on everything before I decided that was for other people.
You mean for
and
me?
then I do,
I've always
and then
been the note taker in the group.
And then I do have sitting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different character sheets for Kafalk. Including level 1, which he never was.
Well, yeah, but you need to know what your base stats are to figure out how you level up.
Right. So I have his level 1 sheet, his level 6 sheet, his level 8, his level 9, his level 11, his level 12, and his level 13.
I do love that there are 3 not us people watching as absolutely nothing happens on screen and we just talk about random shit.
Checking these I know I was keeping all my notes in like an actual notebook for that, but I'm just wondering if there's like anything written into the sheet that's gonna just be amusing to find.
I mean, I was going through the original Pathfinder First Edition beginner's box the other day, just because I was curious what might have been on the backs of some of the maps, and found a bunch of like handwritten notes to the DM in there for various things. And like I'm just looking at some of them, I'm like, that is a very bizarre note in clearly Elle's handwriting, and I don't know what she's referencing.
Ah, okay. So on my level 9 character sheet, I have written in here a +1 rare elusive masterwork crowbar with a +4 to breaking shit open.
Yeah, that I remember giving you that.
Yep. There it is on my level 11 character sheet as well.
I don't remember specifically why I gave that to you beyond the fact that I think we'd been having a really hard time getting into a place.
It was also after the snake god situation, so like it was probably a snake god reference thing as well. Still had it at level 12. Hadn't been like unceremoniously taken away or whatever.
Please, I don't do that.
Yeah.
I just give you more overpowered shit to make you stop using the overpowered shit I've already given you. That's
But what I don't have there is like the level 23 character sheet. I'm sure that's downstairs with my actual Pathfinder stuff. Yeah, I don't have that upstairs with me.
Okay, what are current animes that, current animes, and by current I mean from like the last couple of seasons, or that has a new season coming out within the next season or 2?
Nanoha.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Nanoha, Silent Witch,
Ooh, Silent Witch is good.
Agents of the Four Seasons.
Oh, I started watching that today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Mao, We've got Digimon Beat Break is current. Let's see what else has been the past couple of seasons.
So, you know what I think could be kind of fun as an actually for Mao? Is just talking about Mao or naming the anime as Mao and describing Yashihime. Just seeing if anyone corrects me.
You could also like probably just see if people are paying attention and like do the entire thing, just give like an accurate description and then just say it was made by Kazuki Takahashi instead of Rumiko Takahashi. See if anybody catches it. Pop quiz. Do you know who Kazuki Takahashi is off the top of your head?
I'm going with Rumiko Takahashi's partner and someone in Japanese politics.
No, no. He's dead now, actually. He died a hero saving some people from a rip current off a military base in Japan. True story. He was the mangaka for Yu-Gi-Oh.
Ah, okay.
No relation to Rumiko Takahashi.
But let's see. I've got Witch Hat Atelier and Apothecary Diaries on the list of current animes too, because I feel like those have enough of like a cult following to.
I mean, ReZero.
The problem is I know nothing about ReZero.
Like Ascendance of a Bookworm has been up there. Like I've seen a lot of that around the place recently. JoJo.
Oh, I would 100% need help on dissecting JoJo lore. I have zero confidence in my ability to generate a successful actually question of my own on JoJo. Like, everything else I've jotted down, I'm relatively certain I could come up with a convincing actually for. I mean, Dawn of the Last Crusade is potentially one I could do. Then I want to do just some like iconic animes, so not necessarily current ones. So iconics, obviously Sailor Moon. Dragon Ball Z would probably be up there, but that's a lot of lore to dig through. Pokemon's technically an anime, right?
What do you mean technically?
Well, it's also a video game, and I'm gonna do video game lore too.
See, here's
Sailor
what.
Moon end of list. I mean, I could do literally nothing but Sailor Moon. Actually, that would be hella fun.
Sailor Moon, yeah, Sailor Moon. End of list. Yu Yu Hakusho, Rurouni Kenshin, Inuyasha, like original Digimon Adventure, and Adventure 02. Like you know some stuff about that.
I mean, that would be fitting too, considering one of the guests.
You, how pedantic do you want to be on some of these?
Oh, very.
Because there is the iconic Shiro Emiya like Stay Night 2005 anime quote.
Am I allowed to know what this is?
It's one we referenced all the time. So it's the one that the actual quote is people die if they're killed, but a lot of people misremember it as people die when they're killed.
Thing to keep in mind is that while the Pokemon anime is technically an adaptation of the games, it is very, very drastically different when it comes to its overall lore. That is true. So I think I'm also gonna start working on my video game series list. Video video games. I'm obviously doing Dragon Age.
Well, can you just do the Dragon Age anime?
I mean, there is a Dragon Age anime. It was one
Yeah,
season.
I know, that's what I said.
It was one season, and I don't think anyone other than me watched it. But
Perfect. Yeah, Dragon Age Absolution, right?
yeah. I might do Mass Effect. Obviously, I'm gonna throw in BG3.
Time to make a question about the hex bug.
I mean, I'm probably gonna do like a Fire Emblem question.
what did Mordecai once say the color of friendship was?
Here's the problem with doing a Fire Emblem game. I
don't know
honestly,
what you mean, Bio. Iris was completely not destroyed by the anime in any way, shape, or form.
I honestly can't remember if Mordecai actually called blue the color of friendship, or if that was just us bullshitting.
I'm pretty sure he said something about about Ike being like having blue hair and therefore they were friends.
Like, I honestly can't remember if that was us bullshitting. But I could do, if I wanted to be really pedantic with a Fire Emblem question, I could do a question listing all of Ike's titles and things he's been called, and include Chief. Just to watch people try and say, actually, Ike's never been called a chief. So that I can then just pull up an image.
Yeah, from the one from Path of Radiance, yeah. It would technically be correct. The best kind of correct. Yeah.
Let's see, what other video game franchises do I know well enough that I could potentially write an actually style question with a little bit of extra support?
An answer to that question does not appear to be forthcoming.
To what question?
The one you just asked.
I asked it a question?
She already forgot.
You've got to remember, I think out loud a lot. I genuinely don't know which of my internal thoughts made it to the outside.
The answer was apparently literally none. Yeah, right?
I genuinely don't know what the question was. I was writing things down in my notebook and scribbling down ideas.
You know, I feel like the attention to detail here following the DLC is a bit lacking. These claptraps at these consoles should all be powered down.
Yeah, that's valid. Oh, was the question that I asked out loud, what other video games do I know well enough to write an actually question about?
Yes. And the answer was none, apparently. Literally none.
I mean, I jotted down Pokemon question mark, and I jotted down Coder.
Ah, yes. The story of the second Coder game was the quest of Mitra Surik to find
Desperately
pants.
trying to find pants. Yep.
That's
Oh, that's a
the
deep
entire-
cut I don't think anyone but the two of us remembers.
The entire plot of Coder 2 was just Mitra attempting to locate some pants.
Because I was getting real upset that they kept putting her in bathrobes. Let's see.
Talk about a deep cut. Oh, hey, by the way, we are, I don't think I ever mentioned this, we are literally all set for Fire Emblem when Fire Emblem drops. I have a Switch too. I've pre-ordered the game. We're all good.
Correct, Bio. The entire plot of the prequels is in fact Anakin's quest to get donuts. That is 100% correct.
No, that's accurate. You know, all he wanted was a donut.
We shouldn't be allowed to watch movies when we're sleep deprived.
And also high on sugar.
Yeah, we'd had a lot of hot chocolate.
Yeah, it was you know, sometimes when you're really sleep deprived and hyped up on all kinds of sugar, you just go to crazy riff tracks land and start inventing plots.
Well, it's not just that. You then start hyper-fixating on said plots. Although Papadenu's best contents come from him literally dying inside from being awake for too long. Ah, so the stuff he's recorded at conventions.
Yeah, like the Saber's Lighthouse thing.
I mean, some of my best quotes come from being, like, half asleep on your couch while we're recording, leading to my inability to read.
I still don't know what that thing you said in Mass Effect that one time was.
I have no idea.
Where you just left your body and you left your body and said some fucking bullshit in, like, I don't know, alien
I was speaking
Alpha
English, but
was it Alpha Centauran or some shit. It just made no sense.
yeah, I was speaking English, but the words weren't wordsing. But after all, I would point out that there are several beautiful displays on my wall in my office about things I've read, like being too tired to realize that it wasn't graying out the who's Liara's dad conversation as one that had already
Hey,
happened.
Liara, who's your dad?
And, you know, the peaceful mountain lions of the stupid lighthouse temple.
The peaceful mountain lions of the stupid lighthouse temple. Yeah.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
I can't feel my left arm. I think I might be having a stroke or a heart attack. I forget which one that is.
Given all the brain issues, I'm probably much more likely to die of a stroke than a heart attack.
I mean, there's a non-zero chance that I have a medically induced stroke a week from tomorrow, so that's fun.
It's less than 1%.
Yeah. Willow, do you have any idea how much gacha I have played since 2015? I've played a lot of gacha over the last like 11 years. I know exactly how common a 0.3% chance is. Oh yeah, I haven't actually mentioned that. I'm having surgery a week from tomorrow. That's fun.
He gets to spend a night in a hospital.
Well, probably. Anyway, they did say they were gonna keep me overnight, so we'll see how that works.
I mean, you could just sign an AMA, and against medical advice.
Oh,
Although you
we
guys
play Fire Emblem all the
Emblem
time. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. .3% is way too high.
You're going to be fine. Don't speak negativity into the universe. The universe listens too much.
Universe already has negativity planned for me. I don't have to give it ideas.
So don't make it worse. No more death.
But I wouldn't have student loan debt anymore. Or mortgage. Or have to pay for the hospital visit.
No, but do you know who would? I'm pretty sure legally I'm your next of kin.
No. No, you're not.
Like, yes, you probably have you probably have our parents listed as your primary beneficiaries. Because, if I'm being honest, so do I. Actually, not even our parents, specifically our mother. But the good news is, if I did kick the bucket tomorrow, my agency has life insurance policies on all of us, so they'd get like $120,000 if I died tomorrow.
Yeah, we've got life insurance out through us too, so.
Bio has an excellent point. You aren't allowed to die. Dying would make your cat sad, so it's illegal.
As long, see, if I died on the, if I had a stroke and died on the operating table, I was already planning to not be home that night. So the auto feeder is set. She's good for like a week or two before she even notices that I'm, not feeding her. So I don't think she'd even notice for a while.
Well, she'd notice when she got collected by her parents. Because she does not like Dad. She'd be fine with Mom. Unless, of course, I took her. But she and Ivy don't get along, and at least at the moment, I still have Monkey and Freya. Although I do think it'd be funny watching Kisa bully the crap out of Monkey.
Ivy was a bully when
Ivy
they
was
were
not a
young,
bully.
so
She did nothing wrong.
she kept trying to go in Kisa's space.
Respectfully,
She
she was never rude or disrespectful about it. She was just curious. And Kisa would whack her. And then, no, because the thing is, it wasn't always Ivy going into Kisa's space. Kisa jumped up on my bed while I was cuddling with Ivy to harass Ivy.
Ivy started it.
She did no such thing. I won't take this slander on my innocent baby.
You mean the innocent baby that you said was literally the worst that one time? We were all there for it.
I did not say Ivy was the worst.
You did. It was in the same time that you said that Ava was your favorite character in Borderlands 3.
I
We were
have
all there.
screenshots proving it did not happen the way you said it did.
I also have screenshots proving it did.
There was a ripple in time. That was not correct.
Now, the real reason I'm not allowed to die yet is Baz and I haven't finished Hanafuda. I can't die until Hanafuda is over. And holy goddamn hell are Waver and Iskander just a constant brick wall for us in the current like set, because every time we run into them they just body us insanely hard. One of these days I'll cause somebody else who isn't Baz and I to fall in love with Hanafuda the same way we have.
Incorrect.
I fully believe you were momentarily caught in a space-time anomaly for exactly the 3 seconds it took for that to happen. The rest of the universe unfortunately disagrees. Yep. We all saw it. We all saw exactly what you said.
Yes, and I've sent the screenshot of the correct version of the universe to everyone else to prove it's not how it happened.
Yeah, but we all have screenshots that say otherwise, so clearly your reality is the incorrect one.
Oh yeah, I also have to do surgery on my poor computer this week.
Oh yeah.
That's gonna be fun. I'd have done it today, except I didn't want to risk getting something wrong that caused me to not be able to do stream. And if I put off doing surgery until later this week, if I screw something up, I can just beg and plead with Sarge to come help me on Saturday before going over to our parents. And I might have some luck there.
I mean, everybody's also off on Friday.
Yeah, I was about to say, I suppose I could also beg and plead for that same assistance on Friday, because, you know...
Your timeline has been pruned. You've been shoved into the new one that's exactly the same as the old one, except that people make fun of you slightly more. Your future Trunks, basically. Future Trunks' timeline just got completely obliterated by Zeno, and then he went to go live in a different timeline instead of still hanging out in the main timeline. Why did he and Mai, not just future Mai, not just hang out in the main timeline? He could have been part of the Tournament of Power. He could have gotten fucking God. There's no way he wouldn't have gotten... They could have just done the stupid God ritual. Like, I've seen Super Saiyan God Trunks based on the extended timelines. The different timeline where copies of him and his girlfriend already exist. Yeah, there's just 2 Trunks and 2 Mai. I mean, there would have been 2 Trunks and 2 Mai in the main timeline too, but at least one of them was like 10 years younger. So, yeah, just let them stay. It's so stupid. Maybe Toyotaro will fix it. Toyotaro could always bring Trunks back later. It's a thing that he can do. Now that Toriyama is gone, unfortunately, but Toyotaro does seem to have plans of how to move forward, so that entire arc was regrettably a dumpster fire. And I say that as a huge fan of Future Trunks. Like, I was super excited when we were going into that arc that we were going to be getting Trunks back. And then I saw the design that they went with for Future Trunks, and I went, no. And then he just kept getting shit on the entire arc. And no. But then there was the whole Super Saiyan Rage thing, where like he kind of got blue, but not really, and then did the Spirit Bomb Sword, and then just the ending. It was just, no. Why did they have to do my boy like that? Trunks got over so hard. Like, you talk about the coolest fucking introduction to a character of all time. He just rocks up, completely bodies Frieza out of nowhere, and then just gets shit on by everybody else for the rest of time. Sure can't wait to get Future Trunks back. Future Trunks shows up with blue hair despite Kid Trunks still having purple hair. I no longer want Future Trunks back. Yeah, I know. And then every time they showed the flashbacks to Z, he still had the purple hair. I was like, what the fuck, man?
He decided to get a dye job. It's not that big a deal.
Future Trunks' hair color has always been a fucking weird thing in the anime too, Willow, because, like, what color was Bulma's hair?
Blue.
Right. Except in the manga. In the manga, her hair was purple. So they gave Trunks Bulma's manga hair color. And then in Super, for some reason, they decided to give Future Trunks Bulma's anime hair color. Out of nowhere. For no reason. Well, Kid Trunks still had her manga hair color. It's fucking crazy.
I'm
Maybe they
almost
just
out
thought
of
it would
assault
be.
rifle ammo.
They just thought it would be too confusing with, like, GT Trunks or whatever. But
Hey, you turned around and now I don't get to see the ice particles on your screen the way I wanted to.
they did that when Saiyans having specifically blue hair was now something that was actually a significant thing. Yeah. Hi, welcome to Super Saiyan Blue. Hey, look, Trunks is here. He has blue hair. No, he's not in Super Saiyan Blue. He just has blue hair now. No, we're not gonna give him God form. How? It's like they forgot they could give people God on demand. Why does every Saiyan not have God right now? They just have to make a circle. They literally just have to make a circle out of 5 Saiyans. And bam, you get God powers. We have proven this. Like, there's no reason that he shows up and they don't just do the God ritual and make him a God. Like, especially when they knew they were fighting God-level threats. They're like, oh, yeah, we'll just bring Super Saiyan 2 Trunks with us. Like, what? The fuck do you mean? Give him SSG. Somebody just call... We've got 3 already. We got Goku, we got Vegeta, we got Trunks. Somebody just call Gohan over and go grab Kid Trunks. You're good. There's your Super Saiyan God. If you really need to, go grab Goten. It's not like he's doing anything. Like, Gohan might actually be busy at work or whatever, but, like, Goten has nothing to do.
Or banging Videl, right? That's who he canonically ends up with?
Yeah. Let's not even talk about when they did the God ritual originally. Videl counted because she was getting pregnant with Pan. And then went Super Saiyan, despite not being a Saiyan. I think it's dumber when you see the Future Trunks' backstory after the Cell Saga literally included him hanging out with Shin for a while. Yeah, no, he just like hung out with the Supreme Kai and like did the stuff with the fucking Z-Sword and then just handled Majin Buu like completely by himself. You know, it was fine. Don't worry about it. That arc was a mess. Arc was a mess, and I'm very sad about it. But at least when they get around to the Galactic Patrol arc, probably next year, we'll have some good shit again. Because the Moro arc is supposed to be pretty good.
Oh,
What I've heard from the manga.
Do? Why is she in trouble? Hi, tiny child. Who's a pretty kitty?
Vivi, come here. I'll give you scoops.
Oh, you don't need to worry about that. Her Auntie Shell gives her lots of scoops. She doesn't get to walk many places anymore.
Walking is for other people.
Her Auntie Shell carries her just about everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
Hey,
fireworks.
sweet girl. Yeah,
Love that.
they're being shot off by my back alley neighbors, so they're very loud here.
Hey, at least you got his hot girlfriend who's actually like 50 to 60 years older than him, but they really would just prefer you not think about that part at all. Yeah, you know, it's fine. Like, you know, I'm not sure if we know that that's the case with future Mai necessarily. I mean, it probably is, but like, you know, we didn't really have. I don't think we really had that confirmation per se. But certainly, current Trunks and current Mai are like having a little romance, despite the fact that she's like a 60-year-old woman that got turned back into a kid by the dragon. That's not a joke, by the way, Willow.
Mercy's come in to discuss the fact that the people across the back alley are dumb.
Off screen, mind you. Completely off screen.
People.
Yeah, oh
people do it
yeah,
all the
that's
time.
true. They did. Yeah, they did just turn them into children off screen for some reason.
It is. That doesn't stop people. I mean, I know you're also out of town for the 4th of July, but the people across the street from my parents put on a spectacular fireworks show over the body of water. That's also a residential area. Your argument doesn't carry a lot of weight if you're okay with it there. I mean, not inaccurate, but sure. But in fairness, I'm pretty sure they're shooting them off that direction towards the park rather than towards my house.
No, they're shooting them off towards your house, like
well,
100%.
They've always been stupid. They're renters who just put in an above-ground pool in the backyard
No, they
with
just
no
live at
heater.
Bulma's house for some reason. And no one ever seems to really notice. Hey, aren't these kids just those guys
I
who
would
used to
assume
harass
they'll
us back in
disassemble
the
it and take
day?
it with them.
You know, like bygones be bygones. You know, like just get over it. It's not like they've been a threat in like 3 decades at this point. So
Bye, Graham. In case you couldn't figure it out, Mercy, really not a big fan of the people who live across the alley from me. In fairness,
Well,
neither am I, but...
has she let them know that?
No.
Oh, well, nothing's gonna change then. It did work for Tien, Piccolo, and Vegeta. Yeah, no, it's just start hanging out, and then you just get to be bros, you know? I can't wait for, like, the Tournament of Power 2 when we bring Pilaf. It's gonna be great.
Doggo! Kit Kat!
Are you calling for Bio's cat?
I'm just pointing out things that are on the walls and cubicles. As I try to remember where the vault symbol is. I mean, I've already discovered it on this character, but... I figure one of our screens should show one of us doing something.
Vault symbol just over here.
Yeah, but for whatever reason, I always think it's in this back corner instead of that back corner.
Well, it's in one of these corners at any rate.
It's in this one. Right here.
Yeah. Just chilling. Just attendant of barbecues over the years, and suddenly you're exempt from being sent to Hiffle for multiple planetary genocides. Yeah, you know, it's fine. Or for murdering all those people at the World Martial Arts Tournament. Vegeta got away with a lot of shit, basically.
Vegeta was an asshole.
Tell that to GT Vegeta. He's just a loving dad who takes his daughter shopping.
Probably still an asshole. Just a good dad. Those two things aren't necessarily mutually exclusive. I know lots of girl dads who are assholes.
GT Vegeta even has a mustache.
Again, being mustachioed does not necessarily mean that you're not an asshole.
Actually, genuinely probably the most well-adjusted member of the cast by the time of GT. For sure. Yeah. Like, absolutely.
Pretty sure that's still Bulma.
I'm not sure about that. Future Bulma was cool as hell, but, like, I don't know. Current Bulma, like, main timeline Bulma is kind of...
It's definitely...
She fell off after Dragon Ball, I'm gonna be honest.
It's definitely not Chi-Chi. Chi-Chi has no chill. Ever.
Like, realistically, like, outside of... I would argue outside of GT, it's probably Krillin, to be honest. Because, like... He just, like, canonically kind of gives up doing, like, martial arts full-time and is just a policeman.
Well, to be fair, he gave up martial arts full-time because he was not great at it. Or
he was actually the strongest, like, human.
Correct, but
at the end of Z.
But when you live in a universe where Saiyans exist, and they can throw energy out of their hands in addition to being pretty good at punching things.
He can throw energy out of his hands too.
I mean, yes, but nowhere near as effectively as the Saiyans, who can just scream and be angry and be more powerful than him.
Even though keeping up with the martial arts stuff would have been really handy as a cop, since it also comes with an immunity to bullets. I mean, yeah, but as we proved with the Tournament of Power, like, even though he stopped focusing on it, somehow he was still able to just, like, box with Super Saiyan Blue Goku. So, you know.
Although, Krillin does kind of end up marrying one of my favorite characters, so...
What do you mean, kind of? There's no kind of about it.
Well, the thing is, post Wish to be actually human, Android 18 becomes much less sadistic, and therefore I like her less, so...
I think you have misunderstood what that wish was, actually.
It's also been a forever since I watched, so...
Because the wish wasn't like, hey, let's make her human. The wish was, hey, let's remove the self-destruct bomb from her chest. Yeah. As Bio said, hey, there's your actually.
That's valid.
For Dragon Ball. because it did not make them human. It just took the bombs out of their chests. Because I mean, let's be fair. They were human in the first place, and then they were made into cyborgs, not androids, cyborgs. The original Japanese there was Jinzo Ningen, which is not like the connotation of android. Like Cell was an android, but like they are cyborgs, technically speaking. Yeah, just people with robot bits. And then, you know, 17 just, again, being ridiculously powerful as evidenced by the Tournament of Power. 17 just effortlessly boxing with fucking god-level threats. When he's spent the past 10 years just being a fucking park ranger. God, the glazing they did on some of those Z characters for the Tournament of Power is insane. He did spend years ranging the shit out of that park. I like that apparently my reticle is like focused directly on Jack from here. And now it's Willow. 17 is cool, you know? And I don't know. As much as I loved messing around with Super 17 and Budokai Tenkaichi 3, I kind of hate Super 17's design, though. Like, not 17 from Super, but Super 17. You know, the GT one. You know what I mean. Good grenade.
I was wondering if I could just yeet the Quasar all the way to Jack. I cannot. Oh no, yes I can.
Yes, you can.
I just can't do it from the air.
You just missed, that's all.
Yeah, I can't. I don't have the stability in the air to do it. Straight to Jack.
Super 17 as a character also just completely fucks with 17 as a character for no real reason. Yeah, it's weird, man. What was the? It was like. I'm trying to remember the specifics there. It was like they took regular 17 and then like a version of 17 from Hell and fused them together. Was that what it was? The plot of GT got really fucky sometimes, and I don't fully remember where the second 17 came from. I'm pretty sure one of them was from Hell. Also, how the fuck do they get all the parts to build a perfectly full robot replica of 17 while literally in Hell? There it is. Yeah, it was literally from Hell, yeah.
Hi, Vivi. Hello, pretty girl. Come here. Oh, no. Stop your crying. Unless you're crying directly into the microphone so everybody can hear you.
Just, yeah, Ivy, just stop your crying. It'll be all right.
See, the thing is, when I put her in front of the microphone, she suddenly has nothing to say. Even though she's so talkative the rest of the time.
No. No. No.
Yeah, I put you in front of the microphone and you say nothing.
I somehow summoned Kisa there. She just came like sprinting over.
Kisa, your Auntie Sarah misses you.
Yeah, she can't hear you.
I know. I haven't seen you in months.
Whose fault is that, I wonder?
Listen, I don't like just showing up at your house unannounced. That feels rude. Let me rephrase. I don't like just showing up at your house unannounced unless I have pie. That
It was
feels rude.
Giro and the space version of Giro that made Baby, only to have been revealed that Baby actually made him, which makes no sense. But fuck it, that's just GT. Yeah, GT, welcome to the Grand Tour, Grand Tour, Grand Tour. You know. Yeah, I will forever give GT credit for the creation of Super Saiyan 4, which is still, to this day, the coolest Super Saiyan form. Like, in general.
Which one was
Because
4?
the rest of
There
them
are
are
too
just
many.
different colored hairs and spiky. Sorry, what was that, Willow?
I said, which one was 4? There are too many to keep track of at this point.
4 was the one that was all furry and had a tail and was very red coated.
Oh, yes. That does it. You should have just said the red one.
Well, I can't just say the red one because that's Super Saiyan God now. It's the furry red one with the tail.
I
Yeah,
stopped
GT
watching
has
by the time
SSJ4
God came
Gogeta
out.
and Family Man Vegeta. That's about all it gets praised from me. Yeah. Yeah, true story. True story. I mean, Daima finally gave us SS3 Vegeta, so, you know, bonus points for that, I guess. And a different version of SS4, which is not nearly as cool as the SS4 from GT, regrettably. With his big goofy monkey hands. And also, like, the reveal of it being so confusing, because, like, at first it seemed like the Namekian just, like, gave Goku SS4, but then, like, later he just had it, and it was like, oh no, he actually had it the whole time. Like, he just worked it out through training and didn't bother to use it at any point because and then, like, Vegeta's like, haha, I've caught up and have Super Saiyan 3 now. And then Goku's like, yeah, but I actually surpassed that a while ago. Joke's on you, dickhead.
What the hell
And then,
is
like,
Jocko the Galactic Patrolman?
oh, he's a galactic patrolman. He actually works with Bulma's sister.
He kind of looks a little bit like Frieza.
He's no very different race. He is voiced by oh, come on, brain, you can come up with this. Uh, it's right on the tip of my tongue. I can think of 1,000 other characters the guys has played, but like his name is just escaping me right now. Have you seen Soul Eater? Any of Soul Eater, Willow? No. Well, telling you he's Death the Kid won't help you then. So basically just Super Saiyan 3 again. Where he actually had it the entire time, but just didn't want to make Vegeta feel. Yeah, that. Again. Except SS4 this time. Only it
Oh.
looks different.
Interesting. The Galactic Patrolman series introduces Bulma's older sister.
I just told you that!
I was reading, so I wasn't listening.
I literally just told you that Jocko works with Bulma's older sister.
Tights. Apparently.
Yes, tights.
Who's blonde.
Yes, like her mom.
And she wears a funky, like, Jamaican-esque style hat.
I like that Bulma's entire family is named after, like,
Garments.
well, specifically, like, pants. Like, lower body garments.
That's not true. Her mother's name is Bikini.
Her mother is married into the family.
That's valid, but still.
Yeah, you see that now Bio's got the point though. They broke the trend with their daughter. Bra is not.
Well,
Bra breaks the trend.
clearly
But
she's
Bra
named
was
for
just
her
named after her
grandmother.
grandmother. Yeah. Yeah, Bra
It's
was
a
just named for her
family name
grandmother.
bio.
Yeah.
They thought
That's
it was cuter than bikini.
there's your other actually for DBZ if you want one is like just giving them Bulma's full name is Bulma Briefs, which is not accurate. She actually just does not have a last name. Basically nobody in Dragon Ball has the last name except for like Goku and his family. And there's a note that's made when Gohan is going to school that it's really unusual that he has a family name because they just don't use them anymore. So Bulma is not Bulma Briefs. Her father is Doctor Briefs, but Briefs is just his name. Like that's not his last name. It's just his name is just Briefs. I mean, I guess
Why?
there's not anything stopping anyone from wearing a bra on their lower body. It'd be weird, but like seems like it would be possible, functional.
Wait. So
What?
I'm scrolling through the Dragon Ball Z wiki, just
Yeah.
because I was curious to see if they had like if Vegeta's page actually had pictures just on it of all of his various Super Saiyan forms,
Uh-huh.
which it doesn't. But what I think is fascinating is that one of the quotes that's flung out in the middle of the page is just "How dare you? That's my Bulma."
Oh yeah,
Which is apparently Vegeta to Beerus after the
Beerus. Yeah.
latter slapped Bulma in Battle of the Gods.
Oh yeah.
Why did he slap Bulma? Bulma's like the least slappable character.
Uh, I don't fully remember the context. It might have had something to do with pudding. That's not a joke. It might have had something to do with pudding. Um, but yeah, no, Vegeta lost his shit. Like, started throwing hands with the god of destruction, who, like, not 10 minutes earlier had completely floored an SS3 Goku. And then was like outperforming SS3 Goku at like SS2 just because he was mad.
Well, I can't see my mouse anymore, and my cat's chasing it across my screen.
Just prefers to go by briefs because he finds Speedo to be too informal.
Let's see. Relatives for Vegeta.
Well, that would be Vegeta, his dad.
His mother, Dr. Brief, Bikini, Tarble, his younger brother, Bulma, Tights.
Yeah, Tarble. Good old Tarble.
Who the hell are you?
Who, Tarble? That's Vegeta's younger brother.
No. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that, but it's spelled Gure. Who's apparently his sister-in-law.
Oh yeah, that would be Tarble's wife. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Glad we could educate Willow on Dragon Ball today. Basically, Bulma just did not understand the level Beerus was on and started bitching him out for crashing her birthday party, which resulted in Beerus slapping her once he had enough of that. Yeah, she was turning like 27 for the, 14th time or something like that.
27's a strange one. It's 29 is